Hello, my friend. Are you ready to have more clients? I'm your host, Debbie Shadid. I am a master at building businesses. I can help you get more clients with super simple strategies. Plus, I can help you with a mindset so you can overcome the drama and the doubt. So let's get started. Welcome to today's podcast. I hope you guys are ready for this because I am going to talk to you about the truth of what it takes to build a business. And it is really, you guys, what you probably need to hear at this point. All right. So I want you to stay with me until the end. I want you to hear all the details of what it's going to take for you to build your business. All right, today's podcast is really inspired by a conversation that I had with a potential client last week. And I want to talk to you about the effort that it takes to build a business. If you are a coach and you are listening to this today, you're likely thinking that your mindset is what will create the success in your business. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's just not the reality of what it takes to get your business off the ground and then growing. If you guys have been following me, you've heard me say I'm the A-line coach, the action coach. You have to take action in your business to have it grow. I'm going to talk to you about that. The coach that I was having a conversation with this last week said, she thought she should be having more success. And let me tell you guys, she is a brilliant salesperson who has earned lots of money in her career selling things, and she is super smart. So it should be working for her. And she has spent all kinds of time on her beliefs. She's worked on all the thoughts. She's actually sold quite a bit, honestly, of coaching and been paid for it. But the results do not reflect the thoughts that she has. She literally thought, I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to make several $100,000, like right off the bat. And then before you know it, I'll be making $1 million. Well, guess what, you guys? She hasn't done that. And it's not really her fault. She just didn't understand what it would take. This idea that your thoughts create your results, we know in coaching is true. But let me just tell you, in between there is actions. This is the piece that so many of you guys are missing. You're thinking that because you've been certified or because you're a coach or because you started a business, it's just all going to work. And it just doesn't work that way. I always tell people, look, you don't know what you need to know until you're there. You don't know what it's going to take, and I would rather tell you the truth about it. When I was talking with this woman on the consultation call, she said, oh my gosh, I have talked to other coaches, I've paid other coaches, I've worked with other coaches. Nobody is telling me what you're telling me. And honestly, she was so happy. I mean, it wasn't exactly the news that she wanted to hear, which was it's going to take a little work, but she was so relieved because she kept thinking, why is this not working for me? I believe, I see what other people are doing, but she doesn't know the actions that other people are taking. So when I work with women, I help them define their niche. This is important, you guys. I know that a lot of you guys are general life coaches, but when we define your niche, then we can figure out what words you're going to say to attract them to you. And many of the women that I work with already have a website, and some are doing some of these things. They're marketing already, but it's just not working enough. I told this person on the consultation, look, you have to hustle. Now, I know that word gets a bad rap, and I really had a lot of questions about my own hustle when I started working with the model with the Life Coach School too. I kept thinking, I shouldn't have to work this hard, but you guys, you do. It's just the truth. If you go back and you look at all of the successful women, coaches from any coaching school, actually all the successful business women from any business, you're going to find out they just didn't open the door and have business. And so it's not going to be any different for you. You have to do the work that they did too. It takes lots of hours. You should be so excited about your business. You should love your niche so much. You should be so filled with possibility and belief that it doesn't feel like hustle. Somebody said to me the other day, when are you going to work fewer hours? I am super excited because I have so many private clients and I have group coaching and things are going exactly the way I hoped they would, but I am working a lot of hours. And I said to her, look, this is not a problem for me. I love what I'm doing so much. This actually isn't hustle. When you get in the flow and it's all working, you're going to want to work. But until that time comes, you just do the action anyway. So it takes lots of hours of learning how to do marketing. You have to learn so many things. And again, you don't know what you have to learn. We have to learn how to write emails. We have to learn how to put marketing materials together. You have to learn how to use Canva. I was, again, telling the same woman, I said, I have templates for everything. She was thinking, huh? And then I opened up Canva and I began to show her coaching brochures that we just click and put her words in. They're already done templates. And she was like, oh, wow, I didn't know I needed any of that. But the more that I talked to her, she was like, well, of course it makes sense. Any company I've ever worked for, we had marketing materials. Any job I've ever had, we had stuff. So it's not any different for coaches. You just have to learn what those things are. As I work with people, what's so fun is that eventually they're like, oh my gosh, I see exactly what you're talking about. I get it now. I thought it was going to be much simpler than this, but I understand now why I actually need these materials. I understand why you want me to have a full marketing plan. Now, I'm not talking about spending money on paid ads because, look, I just made my goal in about 6 months' time, $100,000 without spending any money on ads. And I didn't have an email list, you guys. Email list was 0, and it ended up at 100 at the end of the year. So if I can do it, you can do it too. I tell you about making a plan for 2 reasons. Number 1, when you have a plan in place, your thoughts about your business are good because you have confidence like, I know what I'm doing. I know how I'm going to get seen. I know how I'm going to get in front of people, and you feel more positive. And having a plan in place helps you not get in that land of I don't know where. You know how we end up in doubt? We start questioning, I don't know, it's not working. When you have a plan in place, it's like discipline set up for you. All you have to do is follow it. The plan is like the training wheels on a bike. The plan holds you up as you head down the street. This is why I help people get everything organized. I want you to have your branding. I want you to know your core marketing messages, and we write them. That's the words that you're going to say in email, on social media, on your website, when you talk to people. We write that stuff. I show you how to do all of the pieces. Set up the email, the opt-in, your automation. And let me just tell you, it's one step at a time. We spend 6 months together, so this is not overwhelming. It's me showing you each step. Open up your computer and I'm going to show you how. And the deal is that when you have that plan in place, then you don't lose track. You're not falling down as often as you would if you just took off without a plan. The other piece is that I'm your partner in your business. I'm not your financial partner, but I am the person that's there with you until we can take the training wheels off. Another thing that I hear back from my clients is that you literally care about our business probably more sometimes than we care about our own business in the early stages. And I believe that's true. I know what's possible. I had a business before and I just changed my niche. So I had a successful business and I essentially started over. And this last year, I've worked with about 30 coaches to all get their businesses going. And you guys, prior to that, I've been in business for 23 years, helping people create marketing, helping people sell services and products. All women, all online for 20-something years. So I know what it's like to do this. And I know what it's like to just start over because I just did it. So when you are in the flow, when you know what you're doing, everything does seem to unfold. But it's unfolding because you've put it into motion. It's unfolding because you're taking consistent action. The magic happens when you take the action. You have to do the work until it gets to be flawless, or until you have kind of a tough enough exterior that you don't sort of go up and down all the time. When things aren't working, you don't lose your momentum. You don't sort of want to throw in the towel. The woman that I talked to last week, she was like, oh my gosh, really, if you need to tell everybody this. I just kept thinking there was something wrong with me because my business wasn't growing. I kept working on my thoughts. I kept doing some of the things, and then something wouldn't work and I didn't know what to do then. So I would be stalled back out. And here's the biggest secret, you guys, to my success that I want you to steal, because this is it, you guys. This is what it takes. You can create your own success. And this is how you do it. You have to be working to perfect the skill of action. I show up, you guys, and I do my work. I keep adjusting until it's working. I don't quit when it's not. I do it anyway. Yes, I love to feel inspired, and I love thought work as much as any of you guys do. I love all of the concepts that we know about life coaching, but we also know that things are 50-50. 50% of the time, things are going to be working, you're going to feel inspired, and 50% of the time, you're not going to have the inspiration that you really want. But here's the deal, you guys. If you wait for inspiration, 50% of the time you would be building your business, which is half the year, and that would not work. So you've got to perfect that skill of taking action anyway. You've got to do day in and day out, over and over until it works. Quitting can't be an option. Waiting until next week, waiting until you have courage, waiting until you figure it out, looking around at what everybody else is doing, none of that stuff is working. If you are part of one of the big coaching schools, the Life Coach School, or I work with lots of other coaches, and you've looked at those successful women, just stop and look and see what their timeline really looked like. Look and see how much time it really took them. To me, I hope that this is inspiring you. I really want you to know that it's so possible, and literally everybody I work with is so excited because things start to happen. They've been at a standstill, or maybe they've grown to a certain point and they're finally taken off, but you have to learn by doing. You learn by taking action. And I always say, in my case, the actions that you do will change your thoughts. It's in reverse, I know, but the actions that you take in your business, when you know that you are working on your business, you'll begin to feel inspired. You'll begin to feel more hope. You'll begin to see, wow, it's possible I'm going to get the result that I want. So I'm the Get It Done coach. I tell you what to do to end the confusion that you have. I know what it's like to be confused about things. I know what it's like to say, I wish I knew how to do something, which is why I do what I do. I've been in business exactly where you were many years ago, just starting out. And nearly everybody I work with is starting out too. So I will show you, and then I will provide you the feedback and the follow-up to keep you on track. I have had a few people say, I don't like accountability. It's like you think I can't get it done. And no, you guys, we all need somebody as, our partner in our business. I use that word. I know we're solopreneurs, but it's a lonely world. When you've got you and your brain that is taking you off track, you need somebody who says, now, wait a minute. You are off course based on what you told me you wanted, and I'm going to get you back on track, and I'm going to keep you going in the right direction. I'm going to tell you, let's get up back on the bike. Let's keep pedaling. We're going in the right direction. Let's not give up. I know the world needs what you have to offer. I know that you came to coaching because of something really magical that happened for you. And if your business is not growing, then you need help. You're not born knowing what to do. And if you've been taking all the classes, the business classes, the courses, you've been listening to all the podcasts, all those things, and you're not taking action because you don't know what action to take, get some help. You've invested so much time, so much effort, so much money, so much thought work. You've done all this peer coaching. You're doing all this self-coaching, but it's time to get clear on what it's going to take to grow the business, to be in business, to make the 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, to have a plan to get to 1 million. It's possible when you take the actions. All right, in closing, you guys, I want to tell you one more story. One of the other women that I work with right now, actually, she said, I've spent the last year working day in and day out on my business. I've taken all the classes. I've written lots of notes. She had Post-it notes and sheets of paper all over her office. I mean, literally stuck to the walls. And she said, I've worked on it. I've mapped out my ideas. But when I talked to her after a year of doing it, she'd tried to build a website, but hadn't successfully finished. She'd been thinking about her offer, but kept thinking she wasn't quite ready. She really just didn't know what to do. And I said, please just trust me. I can help you get this figured out. And honestly, within a couple of weeks, she said, oh my gosh. She said, I've got to tell you, I feel like a new person. I feel so confident about what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing is moving me in the right direction. I have my niche nailed down. I have my program ready. My website and branding are almost done. We have all the copy written. She said, I can't even believe that I wasted a year trying to figure this out when it just took a couple, 3-4 weeks. And before you know it, you guys, she's going to be a paid coach because now she has everything in place and we actually even know where to find clients for her. So what are you waiting for? I ask you this question so many times. What are you waiting for? Why not take a chance on yourself? Get some help so that the chance that you take on yourself is more likely to work. Get some help from somebody who has already done it. If you want to talk about your business, I hope this kick in the pants is helping you get motivated. Let's do that. Let's have a phone call. Let's talk about your business. I will provide you with all the knowledge, all of the step-by-step, simple. You won't be overwhelmed. I will help you feel confident about what you're doing. I've created marketing materials, everything you need. It is literally all kinds of stuff that when we work together, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, wow, this is amazing. It's stuff that other people aren't even using. Materials, marketing materials, because my background is advertising and marketing. So I'm going to show you how to get everything set up, and then I'm going to show you how to work to get clients and to get paid. All right, you guys, have an incredible week. Let's get together and talk about your business. DebbieShadid.com/let's chat, LETSCHAT. All right, one last thing. Would you please leave me a review? I would appreciate it so much. You guys have an amazing and blessed week, and I hope to talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. All right, my friends, are you ready to get more clients? Let's go do it. Have an amazing week. And if you guys want that business assessment, I want to help you with your business. DebbieShadid.com/let's chat, LETSCHAT for a free business assessment. Until next time, bye-bye.